Hey guys, it's finally set 4 of vocabulary. I'm here on my sofa. I have my lovely helper, Oscar, right here next to me. He is a giant kitty. He's very helpful. He will be my assistant this evening. And I have to tell you, I was not distracted by the game. I was working on some other stuff and then realized I have some other crap to do, which is vocabulary, not student work. Okay, so anyway, here we are. Oscar's helping right there. And let's look at some words. We're going to try something different. I have some pictures tonight, but I didn't print them, so I'm going to see if I can capture them off the desktop. We'll see. I really don't know how this is going to work. All right, it's kind of like class every day. All right, our first word comes from not le français, which you all loved, but from Latin, and the word is ad infinitum. Sometimes people say it ad infinitum, but anyway, it is an adverb, and it means endlessly or without limit. So, for example, you could say, we've been hearing about the royals ad infinitum these past few weeks. Endlessly, without limit. It describes how something is done, hence it being an adverb. Sorry, Oscar has decided to move and stand on the other words. And he weighs about 30 pounds, so that's not a good thing. Okay, so ad infinitum. There we go. All right, our next word is a verb, ameliorate, and it means to make better or improve. So, moving the vocab test to next Tuesday may ameliorate your workload. Yeah, okay. I don't know why this helps me to remember this, but I always think of Amelia Earhart because she was, trying to improve how women were seen and what they were capable of. And so I think of her, Amelia, to make better or improve. Oh, I totally forgot. Ad infinitum. You know how I remember this one? To infinity and beyond, Buzz Lightyear. I have a picture of him on my desktop, but I actually don't think it's going to work because I have too many cats helping right now. Anyway, ameliorate. Amelia Earhart. Works for me. All right. Our next word is apropos, and it's kind of an interjection, or it almost acts like a preposition, but it means with regard to the present topic. So you'll often hear people say that is apropos of nothing, meaning what you're saying has nothing to do with what the present topic is. For example, I'm sure you know those people in your classes who will just bring up random thoughts, and I would say, that's apropos of nothing. Or apropos of the Royals, the game is on. I believe they're showing the starting lineup right now. All right. All right, next word. Braggadocio, which is just a super, super cool word to say. Braggadocio. And there's Ninja behind me because she's always a help. It comes from Italian, instead of le français. But it means arrogance and cockiness. And it's that annoying, exaggerated talk that people do to sound brave and proud. And I mean, that's really easy to remember because it has brag in the middle. Braggadocio. Okay? All right. Next word. Another fun word to say. Conundrum. I bet a lot of you actually know this one. A conundrum is a noun. It means a confusing, intricate, or difficult problem. For example, if the Royals go to the 6th game, we'll say, and we all stay up too late, partying and being excited, celebrating that they won, we might face a conundrum about whether or not to come to school the next day. Okay? That's a difficult problem. Conundrum. All right, this is actually kind of a hard word to explain. It sounds like what the things that you stand on, effete, okay? Your feet. However, sorry, I can't quite get this right tonight. It means worn out or exhausted or lacking vigor and energy, but not just because you're like, oh, I got to bed too late, but because you've been like too decadent or degenerate. And decadent and degenerate means like partying too hard and whatever, and now you're just, oh, I'm so effete. I can't do anything now because I'm so worn out from my partying and my extravagant lifestyle. I don't know why, but I always think of Great Gatsby, like all those like rich people were very effete. What's the girl, the tennis player in Gatsby? She was effete, if that helps. All right. Our next word is feckless. And it means ineffective, incompetent, or having no sense of responsibility or lazy. You don't want to be feckless. So, for example, I could use this word about pretty much every ex-boyfriend I've ever had. My ex-boyfriends are kind of feckless in that they just were kind of irresponsible. Yeah, that's a good reason. Feckless, don't be feckless. Next word. Halcyon. This is an adjective, and it means calm, peaceful, or tranquil, or happy, joyful, or carefree. And it's a descriptive word, so you might think as high school seniors about your halcyon days as freshmen when it seemed like you had so few cares. It was just calm and peaceful, and you were excited about being in high school, and now you're stressed because you've got college applications, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Like me, I look back and think of my halcyon days of college. They were calm and fun, but at that time, it was actually quite stressful. Anyway, halcyon. Okay, I am moving slowly tonight. Incipient means nascent. Ooh, vocab word. Hey, there's the... Which, if you don't remember that vocab word, it means beginning to exist or appear or in an initial stage. So his incipient fears of college would mean those fears that are just beginning to start, haven't quite fully formed. Okay? All right. Nefarious. I think this is such a cool word. Flagrantly wicked or evil. I had a picture for this one, but like I said, too many cats around here. The way I remember this is, if you know Despicable Me, Dr. Nefario was named, knowing this word, nefarious. I mean, granted, he's not incredibly wicked or evil, but that's kind of why it's funny. Okay? Nefarious. His nefarious ways got him a front row seat in hell. Yeah. All right. Can you hear my cat? Q is up there meowing at the ceiling, if you can see him. Yeah. Okay, now he's running across the sofa. Okay, Nexus. Okay, when they came up with the name of the phone and the tablet, they actually named it using the word, thinking about what it means. God, I cannot get this in the picture today. And it means a means of connection, a link, or the core or center of a matter or situation. And so my Nexus tablet is a means of connection or a link to others, the internet. Ha ha ha. See, someone smart knew these words. All right, our next word comes from Latin again, and it is a non sequitur. Okay? And it means a statement that doesn't logically follow from or is not clearly related to anything said before it. Okay? A non sequitur. It's a noun. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was thinking of non sequiturs and they all sound really strange, but that's kind of what a non sequitur does. I don't like glazed carrots. Okay, I just gave you a non sequitur. It has nothing to do with what came before. All right, here we go. Here's a very fancy word, peregrination, which means to travel, especially on foot. So hiking, walking from town to town, what have you. Your peregrinations around Lake the North. Okay. Next word. It looks like pre-science, but it's not. It's prescience. and it just means the knowledge of things before they exist or happen. So should be easy because before and pre is your key. Okay, pre-science. And another way to remember that is like if you think of conscience, it means the knowledge of what is good or right. So there's some kind of root there that I don't know off the top of my head. All right. Here's a really fancy word for physical beauty. Excuse me, the noun is pulchritude. Okay, so you could use pulchritude in place of the word beauty. So if you want to admire someone's pulchritude, it's not something nasty or evil or disgusting. It's actually you're admiring their physical beauty. Gentlemen, if you really want to impress and woo your date, tell them when you pick them up they are pulchritudinous. Yeah, that'll get the ladies. All right, our next word is recalcitrant, and it just means resisting authority or control or not obedient. So recalcitrant teenagers are sometimes the bane of teachers' existence. The ones that are, you know, down with the man or just not obedient. So recalcitrant. All right, here's another fun one. Sophistry. A reason or argument that sounds correct but is actually false, or the use of such arguments or reasons. I often hear these as a teacher. I often hear sophistry when people are trying to convince me to, I don't know, show movies or have free days in class. I hear lots of reasons and arguments that sound like they are plausible, but they're actually quite shaky. So, okay. We have some really cool bonus words this time. Don't we, Oscar? Yes. Oh, gosh. All right. Here we go. Tantamount. It means equal to something in value, meaning, or effect. So, you might say his statement was tantamount to an apology. So, it's roughly equal, okay, in meaning. Or, I'm not thinking of another one, but you can get it. All right. Next one, vagary. It's an erratic, unpredictable, or extravagant notion or action. The vagaries of life, you'll sometimes hear that, and it's about the, you know, kind of life has lots of unpredictable movements, okay? The vagaries of, yeah, that's the only one I got. I'm not feeling brilliant today. All right, here we go. This is a really cool word. It means, it's Vespertine, and it just is an adjective describing anything that is related to the evening. So right now I'm doing some Vespertine vocabulary. Isn't that cool, that alliteration? Ooh. So Vespertine, and where this comes from is monks who used to have to say prayers at like every, I don't know, every 23 minutes or something. The evening prayers were called Vespers. And so now Vespertine has become a word that means anything occurring in the evening. So there. All right, now we get some really cool bonus words that you're going to love to use, and you're going to feel so amazingly smart. And they're great ways to insult people without them knowing it. So here we go. Cockalorum. It even sounds like, you know, kind of what it means. And I don't have to explain that to high school students. But it's a boastful and self-important person, and I love this definition, a strutting little fellow. So if you want to call someone a strutting little fellow, call them a cockalorum. First of all, they're not going to know what in the heck you're saying because they're not as smart as you and didn't have me, unless they are someone in my class. But I don't think I have any strutting little fellows in my classes. So anyway, a cockalorum. Fun times. It just sounds so British. Cockalorum. Your bloody cockalorum. All right, glabrous is a really cool way of saying bald, or just the fact of having no hairs. Okay, so if you want to insult someone, call him a glabrous cockalorum, a bald, strutting little fellow. Who says you don't get really good stuff from English class? Okay, another one is a lickspittle. Okay, and it means a fawning subordinate. And if you don't know what fawning in this context means, it means like someone who's like super, well, suck up. Okay, someone who's always trying to, you know, get on their superior, and not superior like better than, but like boss's good side by being just a total kiss ass. You know, a lickspittle. Good word. All right, 2 more. I know that's super sad to you. Another fun one. It just looks like something British people would say. A loblolly. Don't be such a loblolly. And it's a stupid, rude, or awkward person. Okay? Practice saying it with a British accent. It makes it much more fun. A loblolly. Darling, don't be such a loblolly. Okay? Loblolly. If your parents aren't listening to this video, you could use this on them. Our last one, and I have to say this is a really cool word, a smell fungus. Okay? And a smell fungus is someone who is a nitpicker. They find faults excessively. Okay? Just every little thing. And I think we know people like that. We all know people like that. But now we have a really cool word for them. Don't be such a smell fungus. Okay? Yeah. All right. So, sorry there's no Francais, but you got a new kitty right here. There's Oscar, and he's giant, and he's very excited about, and then there's Saki in the background. Saki's my oldest cat, and he has nerve damage because he has really bad diabetes. So he doesn't walk very well, and he just chills out over there. But Oscar's my 30-pound moose. So, all right, that's it for this time. And again, sorry this took me so long to get it up. Next time will be different. Right.